Hey, what's good, everybody? I'm Jharrel Jerome, and this is All Hip Hop. We talking music.
What's going on, world? It's your man Chuck Creekmur. We are here with a multi-hyphenate uh, director and actor, and now a rapper, Jharrel Jerome. What
What's
up?
good? What's good? How you doing,
Known
man?
for many roles. Most recently, I Am Virgo.
Yeah.
I Am Virgo, and When They See Us, which is kind of
Mhm.
where you put it
Mhm.
down.
Mhm.
Um, so we're gonna get into some of that later, but as an
Yeah.
actor. But right now, you have a project, Rap Pack.
Yes, sir.
Now, first of all, let me just tell you my impression of that project
Uh-oh.
has been so. I've been listening to it ever since I heard it. I'm not. This is no lie. This is no cap. This is all the feels when I first heard it. So I first looked at it. There's a 7-minute mini movie. So I tapped in on that, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" I was like, "What's going on here?" So then I Shazam the first record, which was and that it was game over from there. But I'm not gonna
Come
stop
on.
there. I'm not
Come
gonna
on.
stop. So we're having all these conversations in hip hop. Hip hop 40% down, and no number one records, or maybe one now. All this negative talk at the 50th anniversary. I say, yo, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Game changing MC and an actor, multi talented, and no negative feedback, no
Damn.
nothing. Everybody all positive. So it's this is it. Like, and it's only 4 songs. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, yeah.
But tell me about, first of all, how it feels to create in this way, and then obviously you probably haven't gotten all the feedback, but I would imagine it's more or less good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So far so good. I'm from the BX, man. So
Yeah.
music's been part of my life since I could remember. Before I was an actor, a lot of people know me as an actor,
Yeah.
but there's just always been this energy in me that's always been a rapper. I've always been rhyming, always been
Yeah.
freestyling and stuff. So to get it out now and to finally just show the world that, I like to bar up sometimes. I like
Yeah.
to rap. I like to make music. I think it's just like it's almost an about time moment for me. Just my birthday. I just turned 26, and I
Okay.
started rapping at 14, 15, and really
Okay.
getting serious. So it's when they say once you do it for 10 years,
Yeah.
you're doing
Yeah.
it. So that's what it feels like right
That's what's
now.
up. I'm glad to hear
Yeah.
you were. I mean, you can tell when you hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Definitely
like you had said it before we even started. You were like, yo, when I heard it, I was like, yo, what the hell is this? And
Yeah.
I think that is the question I've always been ready to hear.
Yeah.
And it's tricky sometimes when you hear about an actor doing music. You're all like, oh man, this guy want to be more famous. He want
Right.
another bag. He needs more clout. But I think when you press play, all those questions kind of go out your head, and
Yeah.
it's this curiosity of like, all right, well, he seems solid. He seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I've been doing it a long time. I've just been very quiet about it.
Right. Right.
Just trying to be ready for it. Like you said, hip hop is in a really weird state.
Yeah.
And so that can come with some nerves. Like, whoa, do I have the chance to be a voice? But I feel like I do, so I'm going
Yeah.
for it.
Talk about the Bronx and what that contributed to this, this talent.
Everything, man. It
Yeah.
contributed everything. Growing up, rap came with the territory. I used to go to a park and I wanted to play basketball, and in order to play a pickup game, homies were like, "Well, spit a 16."
Yeah.
Like, if you want to run it, you got to rap.
Yeah.
And so it almost came with being cool. It was
Right.
it was how you flexed. It was how you got the girls. It was how you
Yeah.
proved that you was him.
Right.
And so growing up, and on top of that, my mom had me at a pretty young age.
Okay.
So it was just old school hip hop in the house.
Yeah.
It was Gangstar, Slick
Yeah,
Rick, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It was Big L, Pun.
Yeah.
And so waking up in the mornings and my mom's cleaning the house and she's bumping Big L's, Big Pun. That's what I'm understanding what hip hop is. Storytelling, beginning, middle, end.
Yeah.
My first song I ever fell in love with was Slick Rick, Mona Lisa.
Wow.
And I know it word for word.
What was
That's
it
my
about
thing.
that song?
The story. It
The
was the
story.
story. Yeah, I think it's funny how I ended up being an actor. I've always loved stories. I've always loved movies. I love films. I know I'm not alone with this, but I go to the movie theater, watch a movie, come out as the main character.
Right.
I leave the theater, and the rest of the day, I'm the main character.
Right.
I just love the idea of a story and a character. So I think Slick Rick was the first rapper I ever heard tell a full beginning, middle story that was so cohesive,
Yeah.
that wasn't only relatable, but it was funny. It
Mhm.
was exciting. It had plot twists in it. Children's story. That story is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so that essence of hip hop was the first part of hip hop I ever fell in love with. Before, before what melody was in there, before what what sample was in there, it was really like, what is this man saying? What's this story?
That's dope.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to mention I've had a bunch of bad experiences in the Bronx, and thanks to hip hop's anniversary that just passed in August, I've like erased. Like, I've washed away all my other experiences and had these great positive ones, too.
I'm glad. Yeah. I've had some bad experiences in the BX, too, man.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Bro, this is crazy. But no, you were mentioning 50 years of hip-hop. I was thinking about this the other day. Imagine if we viewed hip-hop like a human being.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about a man who's 50 years old, right?
Yeah.
You think, well, one, he's lived a long time. Like, he's well-lived. He's getting up there.
Yeah.
But he's still young. He's still got a whole lot left to maybe learn, do. Maybe he should pick up another hobby. Maybe he should, try. You're in retirement now. Is what's coming, right?
Right.
So what are you gonna do after retirement? That's how I feel about hip hop. It's at a place right now where it has been through so much. We've seen so many artists. We've heard so many hits. We've heard so many lyrics.
Yeah.
As a young artist, how do you get into the game knowing that there's been years and years and years of stuff that's already been done?
Yeah.
But I think what you give a 50-year-old man is medicine, right? So he keeps living longer.
Yeah.
So I think the medicine is
therapy.
needed right now. Give him therapy. Have him reflect and think about where he needs to go next. And so I want to be that medicine for hip hop right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think you are, and I'll say, some of the feedback I've gotten is, oh, he's spitting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not using auto-tune.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying something. And that's actually, for me, probably the most important thing is, first of all, it's good to hear it. Like, it's just, if you're not listening, say you're just working. Right. It's good to listen.
Right.
Then second, when you do listen, you hear things that make you want to rewind.
Come on.
And I can appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Most of all.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Comes from that love.
Yeah.
It comes from the storytelling stuff, as an actor, I think I do work that is pretty strong, what I'm saying? Some pretty heavy hitting stuff. And so I knew when I wanted to be an artist, I had to meet that caliber somehow, and I think meeting that caliber requires really thinking about what you write and what you say.
Yeah.
I could right now go in the studio and for 15 minutes come up with 4 songs and say whatever the hell I want to say, and it's gonna go. I think it'll be a vibe because I think my voice will sound cool and the beat was hot and look, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
But for me, I've been blessed to be in the industry in a way of, well, the work is important. And so for me, the music has to be important. So my mentality when it comes to a record, even if I want to dumb the record down a little bit, I want to make sure there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and that there's some sort of story or some sort of message. I think that's so critical. And the only problem is it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's annoyingly hard. And so I can understand the artists who are in the studio like, man, fuck that. I'd rather just put down whatever I'm thinking right now and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's fun. But I'm here for the hard. I'm not here for the fun. You know what I'm saying?
You write? Or
I write. Yeah. I pen. I write. I'll sit there for hours.
Yeah.
I sit there for hours trying to figure it out. I'll record it. It don't work. Move on. Try again. I care about the wordplay. I gotta say something funny. I gotta try to figure it out. And I'm only trying to get better. That's why I'm excited right now. I am the best I've ever been and the worst I've ever been at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sharp, but I still got so much left to learn. And so right now I'm putting the music out, not for the streams, not for the, hey, look, I'm the next Drake. Give me the Billboard plays. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the respect, and I'm here for even like the comments you made, just on some, all right, you spitting. I'm here to implant that in people's minds, and then I think that'll open up doors for me to work with people who can teach me more and bring me more into this game.
Yeah, and there's room to grow. Like, I mean, you've
always
been doing it, but this is kind of the starting point.
It's the very starting point.
Yeah.
And that's funny. I did CultureCon on Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm about to do an interview in front of a ton of people, maybe 500 people. And I'm terrified. I'm shaking.
Yeah.
And my boy's like, what the hell are you shaking for? This is what you do. You've been in front of large spaces and you've talked in front of large crowds. And I told him, I was like, I have, but I didn't talk about my music.
Right.
So I've been talking about acting, and I'm comfortable in these acting spaces. Right now, put me next to Denzel, and I'm gonna be, all right, let's talk.
Right,
We'll talk.
right.
It will chop it up.
No shaking,
no nerves. No, I feel confident. I feel like he's inspired me and taught me so much. So I'm only speaking to him on what we both know.
Yeah.
And so CultureCon was different for me. I'm shaking, I'm nervous because I'm a baby in the music industry. This is
Mhm.
day one for me.
Yeah.
I've done what I've done in the acting, and I still got so much more left, and I'm gonna keep going.
Mhm.
But right now, it's day one music stuff, so
Yeah.
it's all new.
What's the song where you're talking your talk
Huh.
on? You're talking about acting in the rap. I think it's one of your older records.
Maybe someone I'm not. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. And you're talking about I already won that. I think you said I'm 24 and I've already won an Emmy or something.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh, look at me. The look at
yeah,
me joint.
that's
the
it,
look at
that's
me
it.
joint. That
Yeah.
energy. I said,
Yeah.
yeah. I said I'm the one who won an Emmy before 24 and all
Right,
that stuff.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because at the same time, you got to flex. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hip hop is all about talking your story and talking your
Mhm.
shit. And if your story happens to be some sort of flex, you got to put it on the mic. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
So,
that's a fact.
yeah.
But I appreciate you because and others like you because I consider you a game changer, like in terms of the culture. And a lot of people are complaining, and I'm like, well, why are you complaining? You should. There's plenty out there. Just get behind what you appreciate, not necessarily what you're against.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you think about,
yeah.
and I'm not saying you're Andre 3000 or
We
anything,
good, we
but
good. We good.
but we think about Lauryn Hill,
Uh-huh.
Andre 3000, DMX.
Mm-hmm.
Those are people that either stood out so greatly and shined so brightly,
Right.
but they just were deeply artistic.
Mm-hmm.
Integrity was one,
Always there.
number
Always
one,
there. Always
you know
there.
what I mean?
Kendrick too. Same sort
Kendrick,
of boat.
of course,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep.
Kendrick is out of here, and
Absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
it's almost like impossible to follow, but it should be inspiring for people.
It's very inspiring. Like that's what inspires me. I'm not sure if that's what inspires everybody, but that's what
Yeah.
inspires me. I'm trying to come back here in the same interview 10 years from now. You look at me, you say you are like Andre 3000.
Yeah,
You did do it like him.
yeah.
So that's the goal.
Do you have a preference? Like say
Mhm.
let's go back 10 years
Okay.
or something and say, what I'm gonna be or what I'm gonna do. Did you have a preference?
In terms of what acting and rapping?
versus rapping?
If we're talking about 10 years ago, I didn't know I was really gonna do either of them.
Okay.
Like I was studying acting in school. So of course I wanted to. Man, I'm bugging. I knew I was gonna do, but I was chasing. I was chasing my dream a long time. But if you ever ask me what I choose more back then, now, later, it's always gonna be 50-50.
Really?
There's
Okay.
never one that beats the other.
Yeah.
I fell in love with rapping 1st. I'm
Mhm.
talking like 10, 11 years old. That's when I really got into listening to the music,
Mhm.
dressing like the music,
Mhm.
moving like the music, talking like the music.
Yeah.
And then, I was 14 when I got into high school, and that's when I started acting. I went to a performing arts school.
Gotcha.
So I didn't start acting until 14, 15. When I fell in love with acting is when I realized they go hand in hand to me. Acting and music, they're the same.
Mhm.
Acting, you do some improv.
Right.
Rapping, you freestyle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Acting, you play a character. On the mic, you got the cadence and the flow.
Yeah.
It's all hand in hand. It's just
Yeah.
a creative outlet. And so when I got blessed when I was 18 and I was in a film called Moonlight that
Mhm.
ended up changing the whole trajectory of what my career was going to be,
Yeah.
I had the choice of do I leave the music as a hobby or do I bring it with me and try to take it on. And I just know when I'm 45 years old, if I look back and I
Mhm.
didn't try or I didn't put
Yeah,
out a
yeah.
record, it'll kill me. So
Yeah, I feel
so
you.
I'm here now.
I feel you.
Yeah.
What is it? What you're an amazing actor, and seeing you do your thing is always. It's I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, we're seeing like Denzel get older. We're seeing Will Smith get older, and we're like, okay, like kind of like hip hop almost. Like, yeah, who's next? Like, who gonna fill those shoes? Who's gonna jump in?
Right.
I definitely feel like you have that kind of range to do that.
Thanks.
What's your approach? What's your creative approach? Like, do you have a method? Are you a method actor? Like, what is your like?
I'm intense, man. I'm
Yeah.
for sure intense. Yeah, I don't go serious method acting, but I call it slight method acting. So
Okay.
like for example, if I'm playing somebody who's in prison, I'm going to try. If we're gonna be in a real prison cell, while everybody goes to lunch, I'll stay in the cell.
Okay.
And I'll be in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go outside, commit a crime, go get arrested,
Right.
and see how that's like. Then
Right.
come out and do the movie. But I like to. I can't not do something creative.
Right.
2-3 days, like let's say I go on a vacation, I actually end up tight at the end of the vacation.
Yeah.
I haven't done nothing. Like I haven't worked, I haven't created. It's been 3-4 days and I didn't write a rhyme or I didn't like listen to any beat or anything like that. And so it kind of drives me crazy. So I guess that is all a testament to how I work. I work with just this tunnel vision. And so if it's a character, I'm studying it. I'm trying to grab all if it's a real life person, I'm spending time with them. I'm actually in their space and I'm learning. I'm writing down their little mannerisms, their quirks, what makes them them. Yeah. And then when it comes to the music, I'm just never leaving an idea until I feel like it's somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so
do you get creatively like stuck ever?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, definitely all the time. I'm a lot of what I get stuck on in terms of the music is the pressure of the acting side. That's what really kills me. Really. I'll be in the studio sometimes, and if I'm stuck on a song, which I could be very stuck on a song, and if I ever get stuck, I get upset. Like I get a little insecure. I get a little I'm like, man, what am I doing this for? Right. And it's been a few times in my own head in the studio. This part of my brain's like, what are you here for? You got it already. You acting like if you're looking for money, you got the money. You looking for fame, you got that. Like what is the point of you being in the studio? And then the other half of me is just like, well, dog, because you like it. Yeah. Because you love it. That's your passion. Because it's my passion. Because this is what you love to do. And so that's what keeps me in there. And then if I get lucky, I'll have a collaborator come up with an idea and it'll break it. I'll be like, okay, I needed that. Thank you. Right. That was the idea. Let's keep going and then we'll finish it. But I've been stuck a million times and I don't think there'll ever be a day where I won't like I'll never get stuck. You know, I think writer's block is necessary. Right, you know, right. I think writer's block comes from your life. Yeah. Like I was having a conversation with a producer one time and he said, I was talking to him, I'm like, yo, the music is like, I'm not getting it. It's pissing me off. It's making me depressed. Like, I can't write the music, man. He's like, no, it's the other way around. You're not writing the music because you were already depressed. It's the stuff you got going on outside that's keeping you from working. Right. And so he's like, the only thing you need to be doing in here is taking everything that you got going outside and putting it in here. Right. You know? Yeah. Instead, I'm like, I got writer's block. But really in my head, I'm thinking about the relationship that just ended or something like that. Right. And he's like, why are you stressed about the relationship that just ended and having writer's block when you could just write about the relationship that just ended and make your art out of it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a rapper named Ari the Prince. Yeah. And he's talking about Sahai the Prince? Huh? Sahai the Prince? Sahai, what did I say? No. Ari. Oh, okay. He's from, and then there's Saha. Yeah. But I'm talking about Ari. Okay. Both of them are dope, obviously. Yeah. But Ari said something basically the same. He's like, yo, why would I ever have writer's block? I just go in there and write. If I have breakfast, I can literally write about the breakfast. Yeah. Yep. That's a great point. Definitely. Yep. So let me ask you a question. I think we're going to stop doing this. Maybe not. We asked, we started this, but everybody's taking it. We asked people their top 5 dead or alive. But I want you to tell us your top 5 influences. Don't. That's good. I don't want you to say who's the best. Right, because that's a trouble conversation. We got scolded by an old school rapper. He was like, that's bullshit. It's so subjective, man. Yeah. And it's also regional. You go to Atlanta, they're not going to tell you the same top 5. You go to LA, they're not going to tell you the same top 5. Of course. It's all regional and subjective. So for me, though, top 5 inspirations. I wish it wasn't just 5. Like I have more inspirations, but if I'm thinking about the top 5, it's got to be It's got to be Eminem. Okay. It's got to be Eminem. It's got to be Tribe Called Quest. Specifically Q-Tip. Okay. Yeah, it's just his tone. You know. Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. And Cole. Yeah. And Cole bodies rappers. It's funny. Like, back in the day, it was like you didn't want to get bodied on your own record. No. Now it seems like they want to get bodied. We was just talking about that. We was just talking about, like, how are we letting people body you on records? J. Cole. Well, that's the thing. You don't call J. Cole then if you don't want to get bodied. Right. Just don't call him. Like, unless you just want a bodied verse. It's
Right,
like, wow, my
right.
verse is cool, but I need somebody to really body my song for me.
Right.
Then you call J. Cole. J. Cole is crazy.
Like, I get the impression, and you don't have to agree with this, that Lil Yachty was like, I'm going to try. But it just, he still got bodied, but he's like, I'm going to put in the effort.
Hey, Yachty put in work for sure. Like, he's
Yeah.
definitely, look, when you're around so long and you still have the ability to elevate your craft and try new things, there's nothing more impressive about that. So,
Yeah.
regardless of how you feel about Yachty, he's still around.
Yeah,
And it's impressive.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream collab?
A few for sure.
Yeah.
Kendrick for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely want to just get in the studio and hear us together. Cole easily, but then he gonna body me, so I don't know about that.
I don't know. You
Nah,
might hang in there.
No, I would definitely try to hang in there with Cole.
Yeah.
I want Jasmine Sullivan on a hook.
Yo, that'd be dope.
I would love Jasmine Sullivan on a hook. I think she's so incredible, and I think her voice and my voice might sound cool if we try to tap into a specific sound. I mean, I can go on and on, but yeah, I'll stop there though. Yeah.
Are you gonna sing ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I can tell it. I can see it in your face.
We're singing right now. We're singing.
Yeah?
I'm singing. I'm practicing. I'm learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always had some sort of a voice. I come from musical theater stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, the do re mi fa sol la ti do stuff. Like I learned some things, but I don't have a natural like clean pristine voice. So I'm definitely trying to. I want to take lessons and coaching lessons.
Good.
And right now, the last 2 maybe 3 months in the studio, I've only been singing. I've just only been singing.
Yeah. I'm
always gonna rap. But and I'll rap in the stuff I'm singing in. But
Yeah.
every song, I'm trying to make sure I sing somewhere so I can get better. Because I gotta play up a little bit the singing vibes. You know, ladies love the vocals.
That's why Drake hasn't rapped in like in a minute. He's like,
what's the point? Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Why would
So
I?
if I could do it well, then I'll definitely try to attack it. But to me, it's always about the bar. So if I get tired of it, I'll always lean right back onto going crazy on 16s.
Now let me ask you a little more of a personal question. You had both parents? Have both parents?
Yeah. I grew up with my mom, and my dad raised me since I was 2. So that's my father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I grew up with both my parents.
How was just both really, but in particular your father? How did that come? How did that play out?
Our relationship?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a pretty good question. It's a deep question, but great, man. Great. I'm blessed because with how my life could have panned out, I could have had no father. And this man signed up to be a part of my life at an early young age in my life with my mother, and has been around since.
Yeah.
And so I have grown up with a very, very solid father who has taught me a million things about how to be a man, you know, very strict. So it wasn't always the easiest in terms of compatibility. You know, I'm growing up. I want to do this. I want to do that. But he was very strict, and he kept me very focused. And the both of them, I'm forever thankful for them, and I thank them all the time because when I got thrown into the industry at such a young age, I felt like I was able to handle certain things a lot better because I wasn't running around crazy at 15, 16. I had very, very strict parents. I was home after school. I had no curfew because I had to be home right after school.
Right.
My other friends had no curfews because they can get home whenever. I got no curfew because there's no such thing as a curfew in my house. It's school, back, work, back. And so at the time, felt like it sucked, and at the time I wanted to really be somebody else. But now, as I'm older and I'm adjusting to new friends, trust issues, intentions, who's really here, somebody calling me like, yo, I'm at this club, you gotta come. There's a part of my brain that goes, nah. That goes, I know what it's like to not go to that club, so maybe I won't, you know. And I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So I'm forever thankful for my pops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends in hip-hop or acting? Oh, by the way, that reminds me of Michael B. Jordan, what you just said.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said something very similar. And oddly enough, he got joked on. It played out in real life with an interviewer, a girl he went to school with, who's a prominent interviewer as well. And it played out on the red carpet. But he was very focused when everybody else was, doing their thing.
Was messing around.
Yeah.
Look, now I can mess around and not get it, and still have something to lean on. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to go to the club now, I can. Because I'm not like some, dudes going to the club and ain't got no jobs.
It's
You know
trouble
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
club, man.
It's trouble in the club.
Yeah.
They doing nothing but losing money, losing
Yeah.
sight, and all that. And so
Right.
when I go to the club, it's not like that. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that I got to avoid certain things when I was younger that
Yeah.
allows me to chill now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the question: do you have any? Is it like a fraternity of actors or
Nah, man, I'm the most like
secret handshake? No, I'm kidding.
yeah, Illuminati. Yeah, no.
No.
Scientology? No.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay. I
chill,
was like
chill.
where?
No, see, I'm gonna get in trouble now.
Now you're in
Like
trouble.
Jharrel Jerome, nah, none of that. I'm the most non-Hollywood person you can meet.
Okay.
My people, they'll say the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
I have somebody running my own social media. I'm not even on social media.
Okay.
I like to call myself an old head in that way. Like, I'm not into just being in spaces to be in the space.
Mhm.
It's never done anything for me,
Yeah.
and it's never affected me not being in those types of spaces. So I keep to myself very often.
Yeah.
I'm not mean or anything. Like, if I see somebody, it's all love, and I'm very
Yeah.
supportive of everybody who does what I do, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I back anybody up. But I'm just a very me person. I'm a
Yeah.
very like to myself, to my people, to my family, and it could be selfish, but it's just done me so well. So
Yeah, that's
you know what
fair.
I'm saying. But as I grow older, I'm learning how to open that up a bit. When I was 21 and I won the Emmy, I took my Emmy, and I went like this, and I just hid, and I just stayed in a ball in a corner. Nobody heard of me, nothing. And if I could go back, I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with having done that and having learned that, because now at at 26, older, any new accolades that come and new attention that comes, and any new support I garner, I'm gonna hold that so tight. I'm gonna give it back to them, and I'm gonna be appreciative of it, and I'm gonna be all up in them. I'm smiling everywhere,
Right,
every
right.
event, every show. So.
Have you ever had anybody, pull up on you at dinner or in the bathroom or?
Oh yeah. Oh, we've had situations. I've had a couple of situations. One of my weird ones is I was at an airport, and I'm sitting down waiting for my flight, and I have a Wendy's burger in my hand, bro. I'm really a soda in this hand and a sandwich. I was just like, I'm chilling, waiting for my flight, and this lady comes up to me. She's holding a baby, like her 1-year-old baby, and she's like, "Oh my God, I know you." And without saying anything, she puts her baby on me.
Wow.
On my lap.
Wow.
Burger thing, my soda tips over,
Right.
right?
Really?
Soda tips onto the floor.
Wow.
And then the burger, she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, man, my bad. Can you just take a picture with my baby?"
Yeah.
I don't know where that picture is, but there's a picture of me looking mad,
Yeah.
confused, and a burger in my hand, and a baby I don't know in my other hand. And I'm kind of just like, and so it's moments like that where I'm like, listen, I love where I'm at, but I could avoid things like that.
Yeah.
But hey, it happens, and you got to kind of just take it with a grain of salt and kind of keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fame.
There's no guideline, there's no rule book to it, and everyone's different of how they receive fame. Fame doesn't change who you are; it just amplifies who you are.
Yeah.
It's not like if you were a insecure person who was afraid of social dynamics, you become famous and now you're a social butterfly.
Right.
You actually get even more, and then the opposite. If you're confident, you're like, yo man, I'm trying to, excuse my language, I'm trying to fuck bitch, I'm trying to get mom, I'm trying to da. It's my life, son.
Right.
Fame doesn't make you go, no, I'm calm now, I'm chill. Fame makes you go, look at what I got. Told you I was gonna have it. I told you I was gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? So the next person might have taken that baby and been like, go ahead, shorty, put the baby on my lap. Like, what's up? Take a picture.
Yeah.
That's just not me. You know what I'm saying? We all feel it different ways.
Yeah. You sampled Biggie, Get Money.
Get money.
Tell me, what's the name of that song?
The original?
Yeah. No, your song.
Oh, my song, Cycle.
Cycle. Yeah. What are you saying in that song? Like, there's a line where you talk about Big and Puff, and then the line after that, I can't remember it off top, but
so what the whole record is about is the cycle of, I guess, a man who's joining hip hop and wants to take over the game.
Okay.
And the two ways to do that is you fuck bitches and you get money.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I've always heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always been the theme. You fuck bitches, get money.
Yeah.
And even if you don't say it, what's he doing? He's fucking bitches. He get money, right? And so the idea of the song is I was not raised like that
Right.
at
Okay.
all. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't raised. If I ever said those words to my mom, she smacked me in the back of my head. She said, "Watch your mouth. Don't talk to girls like that.
Yeah.
Don't do that." Or my dad, he'd be like, "What? You getting money when you got a job?" You know,
Right.
say like, it's not me. That's not who I am. But
Yeah.
the song I made to be ironic and
Mm-hmm.
to say it's not me, but I'ma sure do it because that's the cycle anyway.
Yeah.
So the big puff line, it was this the whole irony. The first bar is there's more to life than just money and women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's funny. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is like I believe there is more to life than just the idea of getting money and getting women.
Mm-hmm.
But why would I say that on the mic? I'm funny. I'm kidding. What an
Mhm.
ugly tradition. But I'm 24. I make dummy decisions.
Right.
I got a lot to learn. But honey, I'm stuck in detention. I'm not in school. We don't. I know I gotta be this way. I know I should be a good man. I know I should not talk like this. But I'm a rapper now, so
Yeah.
let me go ahead and do it. The big and puff thing was just a shout out to. It was just a shout out to them. I don't know. I just kind of name
Yeah.
dropped them, just kind of flowing. I was
Yeah.
just going off top, and I was like, "There's more to life than just money and women." Well, Biggie got women because Puffy had vision. Puff Daddy, I mean, luck landed on me. Now I
Yeah.
practice what they preached, and
Yeah.
I study tradition,
Yeah.
which is, well, bitches get money. That's what they
Yeah.
were saying. And so the whole thing is just if you listen to it with an open ear, it's one of those. It's a funny song.
Yeah.
I'm being ironic the whole time, and
Okay.
I'm being goofy.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. What's your favorite? Well, actually, what do you think of the game now? Like, it's very different. I mean, when I say different, there's no cheat code. There's no right or wrong way to go about it.
Right.
What do you think about the landscape as you enter into the conversation?
I don't think. I mean, now that I think about it, I don't think hip hop has ever done anything wrong.
Okay.
It's the people listening.
Okay. Okay.
I think hip hop has only grown. It's only
Yeah.
expanded. It's only been diversified. It's only been added to. It's only
Mhm.
been we're just adding to it, you know. But it's the people listening who are latching on and leaving it, latching on and leaving it,
Yeah.
judging it.
Right.
This side says autotune is stupid.
Right.
The autotune side says old school shit is boring.
Yeah.
A new rapper comes out, drops an album, 2 songs are hot. The next album, only 1 song is hot. It wasn't 2 though, so he's whack. He's falling off. He needs another job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This, examples like that, man. It's
Mhm.
never really been. Like rappers are getting worse. As listeners are getting worse.
Yeah.
Listeners are down to not care as much. So it's easier that if you don't care when you're writing to get famous.
Yeah.
It's easy to put down an easy song because the listeners are down for it.
Yeah.
And so now if that person just made a hit because it was so easy, I'm going to do the same thing.
Right.
Oh, if TikTok just made me pop and I can make a bag real fast,
Right.
man, what the hell am I trying to write a crazy story for?
Yeah.
Let me go and just say this.
Right.
And so it's not necessarily the rapper who was just a dumbass. A matter of fact, you're probably smart if you did that. You're smarter than anybody if you went on TikTok and marketed yourself the right way,
Right.
because that's you evolving to what life is happening around you.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the rapper who was born dumb as much as it was the listener who just lacked care
Yeah.
and started to care less.
Yeah.
And so even me right now with the music I'm doing, I know I'm screaming into an empty room right now. I know damn well I'm screaming into an empty room,
Right.
and I know the 16 songs I'm putting isn't for TikTok necessarily.
Right.
And I'm aware of these things because I care so much about the music
Yeah.
and the rap of it all.
Yeah.
I'm blessed as an actor to have good amount of money, to have some foundation that I'm able to give back to my family and to my people. So when it comes to the food on the table, it isn't in the studio.
Yeah.
But the passion is so strong,
Right.
and my love for where hip hop is at, and my love for hip hop is always gonna keep me there.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go on TikTok right now and make a bop or make a hit. I don't feel like I have to. I don't. Maybe one day,
Yeah.
just for the fun of it. But right now I don't. That's not where my mind's at. My mind is at the core storytelling work. But I think that's where hip hop is right now, man. I'm not afraid to do weird, crazy stuff because I know that those listeners that have kept hip hop alive this whole time are still there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the younger audience that keeps coming and yelling loud
Yeah.
and making all this noise about what is right and what is wrong. And they could be right. You know, they could be right. Let's dance now.
Yeah.
No more talking. Let's dance. That's cool. but there has to always be room for everything that hip hop has given us. We have to, if only the listeners still were down to listen to this new Nas. Like, this new Nas is going crazy. It's going crazy. But the amount of people I'm hearing younger than me or around my age that's like, are you going to play it? Like, why the hell not? He's rapping. Yeah. It's rap music. Remember that? Remember the rap music? Remember that? Yeah. And so, I don't know. To me, it's less about what hip-hop is at, it's where the listeners are at.
The other thing I place blame on, if you will, or whatever, is the platforms. Like, when I log on to whatever, I'm not gonna name check anybody, but some of these platforms, the algorithm will send me what
all over them.
They're all in my business, and they're like, "Yo, you want to hear this right here?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it won't necessarily send me to you, or it might send me. It actually might send me to you,
but it might not too.
It might not.
But that's the thing. It's playlist culture, right? So we don't listen to albums anymore. We listen to playlists. I'm gonna put in Afrobeat vibe. I'm gonna put in R&B old school. I'm gonna put in 90s, or I'm gonna put in new eclectic music. And what you're doing is you're listening to a song, and you're only hearing the song. You're not caring about the artist because you're just listening to the playlist.
You don't even remember.
You don't remember artist name. So I'm vibing. I'm like, oh, perfect. That is the vibe I was looking for, and that's it. Yeah. You moved on. You didn't go, what's the name? Let me click. Is this part of an album? What's the art look like? Who is this guy? Where's he from? None of that. That's all gone. It's just like, that's the vibe. I like that song. Yeah. And then you go to the next song. That's the vibe. I like that song. Yeah. And what you did for the last hour is you listen to 20 songs, and you have no idea how to go back to them unless you press the plus button and you hit save and heart, and then you can go back. Maybe in 2 weeks you'll be like, oh, that's the name of that person. Right. And so album culture it's not. It's like 16 songs. Please, dog, I need to listen to somebody else real quick. Then I'll come back to you. Yeah. And like you said, that's the streaming service stuff. And like, same thing with film, bro. The binging, Netflix, the Amazons, and all that.
I barely remember movie names now.
Yeah, right. You're just clicking what's recommended. You're watching it, and so it's so much downloadable content, so much stackable content, that all the great work that's special and hasn't and unique is being lost, man. It's being lost.
Yeah, well, I got some fan comments.
Hit me.
I still be on Facebook, and I ask people what That I tell them that I'm
I still be on Facebook.
And I ask people what they what they want to ask, and I got a lot of questions for you that were asked of me.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I'm not gonna ask that. Okay, this is a funny one. What's your reaction when people tell you you resemble Kyrie Irving?
I say Kyrie Irving looks like me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Makes sense.
That's the answer.
That's it.
What's your, if you can expound on this, I don't know if you can. Are you allowed to talk about AI and your thoughts on AI in music and film?
I think I'm allowed to. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it. I'm still learning about it all and seeing it from the outside. But I'm terrified. I'm definitely terrified. Yeah. I'm definitely not with it. I'm definitely not excited about it. I think if you don't do the art, then you don't care.
Right.
But if you are the artist and you do the art, you will care immensely. Like, if one day when you go watch a movie, there's not really an actor in it because they were able to render all these old actors, that's it. The art form is dead. Yeah. Completely dead. Same thing with music. If we could just put Drake and The Weeknd on a record without them in the studio, that's it. It died. That's it. Art died. Technology wins. Robots control the earth, and we're good. And that's it. Phew, and we're going down.
I totally agree. I'm an artist on several levels, including visually. And when I see people talking prompt into a phone and then posting that and saying it's their art, I'm like,
it's nuts. It's nuts.
It drives me crazy.
And you know what? I don't care if I get in trouble by people who love AI or AI people. I think you're really using AI for money, to get money.
Yeah.
I don't think you're really sitting there creating it and being like, wow, look at my art. There's no way. Yeah. You took it. You stole it. It's copied. It's not you. Yeah. It's nothing that has to do with you. Yeah. And you stole it to capitalize. So I think the only reason to get into AI right now is for a bag. Yeah. And that's fine, I guess. But think about it.
What we do now, though, everything.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. There's no.
Like, Tubi is Tubi movies are
Bro, let's not talk about two
all about
movies.
the bag. I'm sorry, Tubi
Yeah,
is
see,
crazy.
but look, there it is. I guess there it is. I think you can. I don't know. I guess.
That's Rupert Murdoch, by the way, folks.
Look,
for those that don't know.
it's all great to be part of to be about the bag and to want to go for money and to make money, of course.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between chasing your passion and making money and just trying to make money.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between like I've been passionate, I know I'm nice, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get nice, and then you made your money
Right.
naturally, whether
Mhm.
it's a ton or just a couple dollars, or
Appreciate it differently.
exactly,
Yeah.
or you have the actual mentality of all right, I need to make money. What is the way? What do people like?
Mhm.
What does who's the best? How can I AI? You know what I'm saying? All
Mhm.
that I don't know. I don't know. But hey, to each his own. To each
Yeah.
his own. I just hope it doesn't affect actual actors and artists and yeah, who knows?
So, what advice would you give someone struggling to succeed while living in the hood? This kind of goes straight to the bag question, but
Yeah,
I mean, kind of, sort of.
that's a hard question, man, because
Yeah.
everybody has a different story. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Everybody lives a different life, so it's like honestly, it sucks. It's a hard question because you know what my answer would be? My answer would be find the passion and go study it, go work it.
Mhm.
But then what about the funds? What
Mhm.
about money and what about that? So it's hard for me. For me, that's my answer though.
Yeah.
It's find your passion,
Mhm.
step off your block, and go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you like drawing,
Mhm.
step out of your blocks, step out of your city, and go to a little small town somewhere
Mhm.
and go to a class and do a class
Yeah.
and get better. Here's somebody tell you something that's different. Here's somebody teach you something that you don't know. I think a lot of people in the hood have what we call the hood mentality, right? And that's stuck, right? That's the
Mhm.
stuck mentality of like this is
Yeah.
all I know, this is all I'm gonna know.
Mhm.
And so people don't even realize 45 minutes that way is something
Mhm.
so different,
Yeah.
so new and so
Mhm.
exciting. And there's one person there that could tell them one thing that they could
Yeah.
bring back and it might spark something the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Travel 45 minutes out
Mhm.
and go
Mhm.
find something. But
Okay.
that's a tricky
Or
question.
or mentally, like
Or even
you,
mentally.
you don't have to even physically go there. Like
Oh
mentally.
yeah, you know what? Then that's an incredible
Yeah.
answer. Just what do you call it? Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Yeah,
Therapy.
definitely.
Absolutely. Like not being afraid of going to therapy and not being afraid to talk about what pisses you off, what hurts you, what has hurt you. If you
Mhm.
lost somebody, go talk about it. Go cry about it
Yeah.
to somebody you don't know. Yeah.
So one of my female friends wants to know dating life. People want to know, are you dating right now? Uh-oh, in your business.
Mad in my business.
Mad in your
Mad
business.
in my business. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not dating in this exact moment.
Okay.
In this right here in this
Okay.
current state.
Right now.
Right here in this moment.
Right here.
I'm not dating.
Might be dating tomorrow.
I might be dating tomorrow.
Or in an hour.
I might be dating later, but I'm not
Okay.
dating in this moment. I'm a lover boy though,
Okay.
and I'm a hopeless romantic.
Okay.
I found myself in a few relationships where I put my all into it,
Okay.
and it didn't pan out. So
Have you experienced heartbreak?
I have experienced heartbreak. I have experienced heartbreak, and I have broken a heart.
Okay.
So I've seen both sides of it. I've felt both sides of it. If there's anything I know more than acting and music, it's love, it's relationships, it's women, and
Okay.
and the dynamic between us.
Yeah.
But right now, no, I'm chilling. I'm all about the work. I'm focused.
Do
You
you
know,
think you'll ever get married?
you're killing me.
Oh man,
You're killing me.
No, I'm
You're
just.
killing me.
I mean, you don't have to answer it.
No, I will. Yes.
Okay.
Screw it. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
yeah. I want to
Yeah.
get married. I want to have kids. I want
Okay.
I want the family life. I don't want just because I follow my passion and it took me to a different place that I negate all the things that I've wanted to do as a child. Like
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a family man. I always wanted to make money, get work, and provide,
Yeah.
and do the damn thing. So,
Yeah.
obviously, as I get older, that gets a lot harder to figure out.
Mhm.
And as I get deeper into whatever I'm doing, the fame, all this stuff, it gets much harder to figure
Mhm.
out. But you know, I know life has its plans, universe has its plans. So, but yeah,
Absolutely.
you'll see a ring on my finger one day, dog.
Okay, that's what's up.
Uh huh.
I believe in the institution, even though I was divorced, which had me sour for a long time.
Damn.
But
well,
but
I hope to get married and never divorce for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I don't know, man.
yeah,
I do believe in the institution. I like that.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it's cool. I think there's, as if you could do it right, then why not do it?
somebody wanted me to ask you, are you touring anytime soon?
I hope so. I sure am. Yeah, that's the plan. Right now, while while I've been taking time off with the acting, it's been a nice focus on getting the music out. So now that the music's out, I guess it depends on the reception. And
Yeah.
then from there, we'll start planning some stuff. But throughout next year, I love to perform. I love to open. I love to
Yeah.
open for somebody I'm inspired by. I'm here, bro. I want to do this.
That'd
I
be
want to do it. Yeah.
Dope. Only a couple more. What are your favorite foods to eat for the foodies out there?
The foodie's going to hate me because I'll tell you why. I'm allergic to everything.
Really?
It's a big secret.
Wow.
I'm a bubble boy. You got to put me in a
wow.
bubble. I'm allergic to every single thing. It's a lot. I'm allergic to all seafood and shellfish.
Okay.
Every nut, like
Oh,
any type
man.
of peanut, anything, sesame seeds.
Right.
Then like random things that just are in stuff.
Right.
And so my selection is very specific, and so I eat like I'm 12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We go to a fancy restaurant. I'm like, y'all got chicken fingers? You got some French fries? They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, but it's because I'm allergic to everything. Because you're like putting peanuts on chicken out here.
Right.
L.A. they put sesame and peanuts on everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just on some like, all right, McDonald's.
That's a good movie idea. The Black Bubble Boy.
The Black Bubble Boy, right?
Because there was
Shout
a
out
movie
Jake
called
Gyllenhaal.
Bubble
Yeah, no,
Boy.
Jake Gyllenhaal. I love that movie. I love that movie. I would do the remake. I would do the
Yeah.
comedy Black Bubble Boy. But
Yeah.
mac and cheese is my favorite dish, though.
Okay.
Yeah, like if
yeah.
you can make a good mac and cheese, you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time, someone who shall remain nameless botched the mac and cheese on Thanksgiving, and our family's been torn apart ever since.
I need to know who this is.
I can't say it on camera. It'll
Nah,
definitely
yeah.
get me in trouble.
No, if you botch your mac and cheese, that's it.
Yeah.
We're not friends no more.
Right.
Yeah, it's not friendship.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
Any final words for the people out there? Like, well, first of all, I just want to give you your respect, man. I know I
Thank
said
you,
it
man.
earlier, but I can't say it enough.
Thanks,
I'm
bro.
gonna keep playing this. I can't wait to, and I'm definitely not one of those people that say, oh, when's the next one? Because, everybody wants to drop something,
Yeah.
every 2 days or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
What's next for you? Is it music? Are you hopeful that this whole strike thing will be done? Like,
Yeah,
just
I
to get
mean,
back to work?
It's both.
Yeah.
My dream has always been to do both.
Yeah.
And now I want next year to be the first year where I'm really juggling both.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Once the strike's done, I get right back to work.
Okay.
And I would love to finish that out and be in new projects next year, but at the same time, put out more songs. By the end of this year, bro, I'm gonna have 16 songs out.
Okay.
So,
Dope.
hopefully those 16 will just, they don't gotta be anything crazy. It's just gotta be respect. I just love the respect and the opportunity to keep dropping more.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Don't do a Childish Gambino.
Talk to me like how.
Childish Gambino is so dope. He's a dope
He's
rapper,
very inspired by him.
and his singing projects are dope.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yo, you taking a 10-year break or whatever. It really he's like the Andre 3000 of y'all, like the actor rapper, like the Andre.
It's interesting.
It's like, come
That's
on,
interesting.
you were that guy, and now
I don't
get
know.
it. Every artist is different, and you owe us nothing. Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
owe
yeah.
us nothing.
Yeah, of course.
But
I mean, but think about this though. To take such a long break and to still come back and still have such solid, groundbreaking work is such a testament to who he is. Maybe it took him that long to come up with This Is America or Atlanta. Think about Atlanta, bro. Like Atlanta,
that's true.
that's a masterpiece of a project.
Yeah.
You can't make a TV show in 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So he might have put all his time and efforts into what the passion he was following, and that's my dream. Like my dream is I did accidentally take a break from the music for too long, but it's because this project meant the world to me. I knew I had to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. I didn't do movies for a minute because this album did so well, and now my focus is on this. But to blend them both is so important. But I think you're gonna need some time to breathe. But I do hear what you're saying about artists who are just out here dropping shit and then bouncing mad long and coming back and expecting for there to be the same amount of like, bro, I went through it myself. The Emmy year 2019, I went like this, like I said. I just came back to Instagram this year.
Right.
Dog, I was getting 100,000 likes, 200,000 likes every post I was pitching.
Yeah.
I'm posting now, it's about 10,000 likes,
Right.
11,000 likes. I'm over here like, am I not still him?
Right.
What is like? Am I not? But it's algorithm, it's
Yeah.
trajectory. It's never an insult.
Right.
It's not an insult that I only have 10K or 11K. It's honestly just how that shit is designed and how it works.
Absolutely. Do you have a dream role? Like, do you want to play a certain character?
Oh yeah, I want to play Miles Morales. I want to play the live action Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want
That's
to play the
Charles
live action.
Gambino wanted that.
Wanted that.
think
I
he
know it's
aged out a
low.
little.
I'm still in the
Yeah.
low ballpark. I'm
Yeah.
getting old, so
You
it
should-
needs to happen.
You
but
should do it. You should get it. And also, I don't want to say little man. He's getting old now. But
we all getting
Miles
old. I know.
from
We all getting old.
Yeah.
Like all the people that is a conversation. My boy Caleb, everywhere, all in conversation,
Yeah.
and we all getting old. So it might not be none of us, but
yeah.
regardless, it's always been a dream role. If I don't get it, it's no problem at all.
Yeah.
I'm happy at where I'm at. I also got to be a part of the Marvel universe in my own way. So
We need authentic New York melanated
Come
people
on.
in the Marvel
yes,
universe. Yeah.
that'd be nice, man.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
nice. But that or a role with Denzel, where we're playing something intense. You know,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
intense.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, by the way, I have to say this. I went viral with Denzel a couple years ago when Fences came out. Yeah, and I was trying to recreate our viral moment, but the strike has messed it up because, he didn't promote the last movie.
Yeah.
And he didn't do any press or any carpets or anything
man.
like that.
Yeah, it's rough.
So Denzel, I'll be back. Denzel's my guy though.
That's dope.
Yeah, so man, I appreciate you for pulling up here at WonWorld Studios.
Man,
Shout
thank
out
you
to
for
DJ
having me.
Boy Wonder, and yeah, man, definitely continued success.
Bro, this was dope, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, salute.